Hello guys, in this video we're going to be taking a look at the FlightSimBuilder G1000 unit. Let's get right along with the unboxing. Alright guys, so let's go ahead and start this off with the unboxing. As you can see, I've already opened it up just to check it out and stuff like that. But what you're going to get is, right off the bat, you're going to see all the cables that are included. So you're going to get your power connector, you're going to get your USB cable, and of course you're going to get an HDMI cable. And after that, you can see you're greeted with the front of the box. You got your G1000 FlightSimBuilder G1000, and we can actually go ahead and take it out. It's bigger. Take the packaging. Get this box out of the way, and you can see we are just left with the base unit. Once you open up these little flaps right here, open it up and you see you're greeted with some very nice and secure packaging. Get this foam out of the way. So the unit out of the box, we can see we have the same base construction, same great etchings on the buttons, and the same look and feel of the knobs. Very tactile, very clicky and responsive, which is always good to see, especially in a flight sim product such as this. Alrighty, so the first thing we're going to look at now that we have it out of the box is just overall build quality. It's very good, robust, sturdy. It's made of a thick, what feels like a polymer plastic. The bezel and the buttons right here, or the dials, are 3D printed, and they are, from what I can tell, very good quality 3D prints. No artifacts, no blemishes, anything like that. The buttons are all rubber and they're etched so that the white LED backlight can shine through whether you're flying at nighttime or during the day. Looks really nice. You got the FlightSimBuilder logo shown at the top here. And of course you have full functionality with your dials. So you have your 2-stage dials, you've got your volume button, and of course all the buttons will function as they do in real life, like they do in the simulator. Now, as for mounting, they sell a metal bracket separately that you can mount this like onto your desk or whatever, or on your Alpha Bravo. As for mounting into like a panel per se, they do actually have a slight indentation from the faceplate and on the sides to make that a little bit easier. We turn around to the back right here, we see the USB connector, we see the power connector, and we also see the HDMI connector. So this basically functions as a second display or a second monitor, and I'll show you how to set it up in a minute when we go into the sim, but it basically functions as a second display to use your G1000 in the sim on the G1000 unit. Alright, so now that we're at FlightSimBuilder's webpage, we're going to go ahead and install their module so that the G1000 can actually communicate to Microsoft Flight Simulator and vice versa. So we're going to go to instructions up here, we're going to click on G1000, scroll down here, and you'll see a download link for the FlightSimBuilder launcher. We're going to go ahead and click on that. It's going to bring us to a Google Drive. I'm going to go ahead and click download. Alright, and then you're going to get this right here. Just go ahead and click download anyway. Alright, and so once it downloads, it's going to actually ask you where you want to download it to. I'm going to go ahead and just say my desktop to make it easier. And then we're going to double click on it to run it. And just click more info and run anyway. And so now the installer is going to begin doing what it does. And it's going to install it to your system. And then you'll be able to use the module, configure it, and go through some settings that I'll show you in just a second. So now you actually have the launcher. You can see it says install again for me because I already have it, but you would just click install, configure, and then you would choose whether you have Microsoft or the Steam version. Now because I have the Steam version, it actually automatically opens up Microsoft Flight Sim, as you can see right there. But basically what you would do is just go ahead and make sure that before you run Microsoft Flight Sim, you just run this module right here, this little launcher, and that'll make sure that the G1000 and the sim can communicate properly between each other. So we're going to go ahead and I'm going to manually do this. I'm going to start Microsoft Flight Sim 2020. Alrighty guys, so as you can see, we're in Microsoft Flight Sim with the Cessna G1000. As you can see, also we have all of our buttons lit up with that nice LED white backlit. Shines real nice even with the lights on, so that's good to see. Nice even shine through the buttons, no hot spots or anything like that. That's really key for me, honestly. But let's go ahead and set this up. So what we're gonna wanna do is we're gonna wanna go over right here in our sim to our actual G1000, and we're gonna wanna hover our mouse over it, hold down right Alt, and you'll see a magnifying glass appear, and just go ahead and left click, and you're gonna get the LCD screen to pop out. And we're just gonna drag this screen over to our FlightSimBuilder G1000 and just full screen it. And if you want the taskbar and the border up there to disappear, which I'd imagine you would, just hold down right Alt and enter. We'll go ahead and get rid of that immediately. But if you see up here, you see all of your comm and your nav fully functional by just using the dials here. You can switch between which one you want to use, all that. You can set up your flight plan. All buttons are functional, even the ones down here on the bottom. Perfectly functional within the sim. Your autopilot right here, again, perfectly functional. And that is really important to me because not only does it just look nice, you know, it looks realistic, but it also helps me train and prepare for what I'm actually going to see when I'm actually inside the real aircraft. You know, it makes it just easier in the training run, and I think that is super important, especially with, you know, the quality and the price. I think it's honestly an unbeatable deal. Well, there you have it, guys, the FlightSimBuilder G1000. I think this is a great product, especially for the price. I think the quality is good. I think the functionality is good. I think the look is good. I am really happy with this unit. The rubber buttons feel nice. The etching is great. The knobs are great. Tactile feel. I'm glad that the connectors are in the back to make for easier mounting. Everything about this is just great. And I'm happy that it overall is just a well-rounded, great unit. Well, that's it for this video, guys. If you enjoyed, please leave a like, comment below what you want to see next, and of course, subscribe to see more. Later.